never see the lights out. They get me overdrive. Fancy on a fast car. This is how you make me feel. Don't stress me now. I got the overdose. I'm feeling it in my bones. And if you say that I'm lying to you, these habits are killing me. I wish I could fall asleep. The problem is you. Oh, I got the overdose. Oh, you are my
All right. You got to love it whenever we get a good track from NCS. They're just so good. They are just so good. Let me just do one little thing and lower the volume just a smidge. So that way I can still have them playing in the background. Still getting used to that. Still getting used to that. Let's see. Oh, it didn't do autoplay. See, this is the thing I'm struggling with, is autoplay with this accursed thing. Oh boy. I don't know what that's building up to, but hopefully that's cool. What do you mean, demo? Demo TikTok version? Hold on. No. That's better. That's better. We just like music here. We just like music here. But hello, and welcome to 101.1 The Pulse. It is so good to be able to hear from basically anybody. I was debating on whether or not I was going to stream today because I was kind of busy in the throes of like self-loathing. And by self-loathing, I mean, wow, I missed a lot at the beginning of Devil May Cry. I'm still missing quite a lot at the beginning of Devil May Cry. Apparently, there are just a whole bunch of secrets that happen in the game, and I completely missed them because I'm a failure. And in order for me to go back and do it, here I am. So I've decided that it would probably be better, at least for me, to restart the game and just see if I can get a little bit better now that I have a more fundamental understanding of the game. You know, something a little crazy, something a little simple, and to help us out a little bit, you know. And of course, as I've said before, and I'll say it again, and I'll continue to keep on saying it, I don't mind a bit of backseat gaming on this one because this is apparently a difficult game. Nate has said that this is a difficult game before he went to work and stuff like that, and that I should expect to struggle with this. This isn't like, oh my god, it's hard because it's hard. It's just this was the style of games back in the day, early 2000s. You know how it'd be. And of course, again, I'm trying to go through all these games so that way I can definitively say that yes, I tried them, with the exception of Devil May Cry 2. And if you couldn't tell by the sound of my voice, I'm actually in a really good mood. Like, important thing to note about voice. You can tell when someone's in a good mood or a bad mood based on their register, or if they're not in like the best mental space. So like, I would normally talk like this, and whenever I talk like this, especially like when we're building a model kit, it's because not only am I talking about other things while being focused on the model kit, I'm also like in my own head, and I'm desperately trying to ignore the voices in my head telling me, am I good enough? Am I not good enough? That kind of stuff. It is a bit distressing at times, and I try my best not to get myself caught up in that, knowing full well that more than likely I'm going to get myself caught up in that. Again, I'm trying not to. It's a struggle. Yay for happy feelings. Exactly. So, that being said, let me set up a couple things here because I completely forgot to do this. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do this. I always end up forgetting to do this. It's annoying now. There we go. Because I've noticed that sometimes I don't have access to the YouTube chat, so I've decided that it would be easier if I just moved it so that I can at least have better visual of it. There we go. I really should have just done this at the beginning, but I completely foobarred it because multi-chat does not help as much as I thought it would. That's my own fault again for thinking that I could get it to work. I am a fool. Yay for happy feelings. Yep, yay for happy feelings. Okay, but yeah, no, I'm in a much better mood, which is why my voice is a little bit higher today. I am just in an overall good mood. I woke up, I haven't had breakfast. I should have thought about that. Oh boy. I mean, it's hard to get breakfast when the only place that I can go to in town is closed. Miramon's restaurant. You gotta love it when he has so much diversity. And yet, no breakfast items. Who is going to want pizza early in the morning? Me. I want pizza early in the morning. Okay. I want pizza early in the morning. It's just how I am. I'm a freak that way. But yeah, no. moving on from that, I'm going to see if I can get us started on Devil May Cry in the background, make sure that that is running and operational, because I noticed that I am sometimes struggling a lot. I'm struggling a lot. Breakfast pizza. Well, I mean, I would love breakfast pizza. I wouldn't mind breakfast pizza. Oh, hang on. If this is going to do that weird thing where I'm going to have to, like, go into a PC setting somewhere, I'm going to be so mad. Hold on. Let me make sure it works properly, because last time I did this, it did not work properly. Game. There we go. Oh, this intro is so cool. Let me shrink myself down a little bit. Oh no! Not again. Hold on.
Let's rock, baby.
And then we never hear that wonderful voice ever again. Subtitles on, controls, monitor tuning. That is not what I'm looking for. Default settings. Okay, I forgot how very disturbingly simple this game is. 2001? This game came out in 2001? What the heck? I can't be that old. I guess I am. Damn. Damn. God, he's so cool. Okay, no. Can't be distracted. Because this time, I'm going to kick butt. I'm going to kick so much butt. And how much butt am I going to kick? Well, we're going to start a fresh file. I'm going to start a fresh file, and this time, I'm going to do well. We're going to skip this scene.
Devil May Cry. Sorry, we closed at 9. Again, no password. I can't seem to get any real business. Whoa, slow down, babe.
Trish is very pretty lady. However,
Oh,
just
what do we have
mean.
here?
2001. Actually, while I'm feeling old, because now I'm curious, and I'll probably ask this question as more people hop into the stream later.
Am I correct?
Growing up, like in school, did they ever have like a computer lab? Like a little center where kids could take turns going on the computer and stuff like that? Did anyone ever have that in elementary school? And this will be an important question later on when we get to it.
Well, the way I figure it,
Yes, okay,
this
cool.
is a lot of your kind.
Hold on. I have a core memory that has sort of unlocked in me recently, and it's been driving me nuts. So let me just, hold on. Let me adjust my camera here. There we go. It took me a minute there. So it was in our library, actually. Okay, so slightly different. In my elementary school, we actually had, actually, I'll wait until the cutscene finishes. Trish, not the motorbike!
Sword. Time to go to work, guys.
Ebony and Ivory.
Even as a child.
A weapon with bottomless magazines. Gosh.
What strength?
Hold on. Sippy.
You were the first one to
Well,
know about my
dehydration.
vengeance. Looks like I'm getting closer.
It seems that way, but I'm not your enemy. My name is Trish. I came here to seek your help, to put an end to the underworld.
What?
You look like Mom. Gosh. Alright, we're going to skip this bit because, honestly, we got to get to the action. That's one. And two, I really want to talk about this thing. So, this is how I kind of unlocked this core memory. And it's an important core memory for me because I didn't realize just how freaking insane this was when I was growing up. So, we had computer lab, and what that basically meant for us was that we had the Macs. We grew up in the 90s with the Mac computer as a part of our school program. And what was cool about it, and what I thought was cool about it, was that whenever we wanted to get on the computers, which was, I think, every Friday, because they wanted us to get used to using a computer. It was all part of the curriculum. There we go. It was all part of our curriculum. And one of the things that made it cool was that it was when we had those... Oh, gosh, how do I describe it? We didn't have Dell computers, because at the time, Dell wasn't as big as the Apple computer. This is how old I am, by the way. I'm in the early 90s. Early 90s, maybe 3rd grade? Might have been 2nd grade in hindsight. I may have to double check. But we had access to these Apple computers, the kind that were like clear plastic so you can kind of see the back of it. It was an all-in-one computer with the monitor in the front. And we would take computer courses to answer questions, reading assessments, that kind of stuff. That was the whole point of Computer Lab, was just us answering some questions and learning stuff. But what made Computer Lab fun was that we had an hour, and we would spend that hour doing stupid things. And one of those stupid things was a computer game that was already installed in most of the Mac computers that we played with back in the day, called Nanosaur. Now, Nanosaur is a dinosaur game. Shocker, I know, right? Me interested in a dinosaur game? That is wild. But what made it fun was that Nanosaur was... oh, gosh. What made it fun was that Nanosaur was this computer game where you played as a dinosaur that was time traveling. I was deeply confused because at the time, we didn't really care about reading what was on the screen. We only cared about, like, how do I put this? We only really cared about oh gosh, hold on. We only really cared about the fact that there was just something happening on the screen. And that was it. We didn't care about the reading part of it. We only cared about, like, oh, okay, you know, what is the cool thing that was going on? Apparently, back in the day, Pangea, what was it? Pangea Soft, I think was the name of it. They would make this dinosaur game where apparently dinosaurs have inherited the Earth after being brought back from the dead thanks to humans. Because, shocker, I know, we can't learn to leave well enough alone. And in the process, the Nanosaurs, which is what they were called, had advanced technology and the ability to perform time travel. Now, what made it unique and fun, at least for me back in the day, back in my day, was that we had access to this game, and the mission was simple. You had 20 minutes only, to collect 5 different colored eggs after going back in time. And you had access to a cute little dinosaur that had a laser gun. And you would be absolutely assaulted by every living creature imaginable. I'm talking about, at least in my day, I'm talking about the T-Rexes, which would all just know your location. They knew your address. They had your IP address. Every Triceratops that wanted to run you over. Camping little sons of bitches in an alleyway that were ready to, like, ruin your day just because you happened to be breathing the wrong way in a canyon where they launched boulders in your faces. There was a lot. And I mean a lot. But I kind of liked it. I enjoyed the insanity that came from a game that was supposed to be on an educational PC, let me rephrase, on an educational Mac, back in the early school days. And unfortunately, the game itself doesn't exist anymore. Technically. I say technically because, well, Pangea Soft hasn't been able to remaster it. They're still around, if you can believe it. They're like the oldest running video game developer for Apple to this day. And they made a bunch of games back in the day that, yes, you could question, like, why was this fun for kids back in the day? But to us, it was just good, solid fun. And yeah, no, I just kind of thought back to that, and it's like, what was that game? I had to, like, do a lot of digging so I could figure out, like, what the heck was this game that I grew up with? What was it? I had to do weird Google searches that I'm fairly certain would have landed me in a list somewhere about dinosaur games where you shot a gun. And the results varied because not a whole lot of places apparently remembered what the heck Nanosaur was. And then I found a YouTube video talking about it, showing it to me, and it's like, that's the game! That's the game! And I was so happy to be reunited with my old love from back in the computer lab days. It was so much fun. I was so happy. Will this statue please give me those fucking jewels, please? Motherfucker. Okay. And hello, Casta GN 3001. I'm gonna call you Casta. Hello. It is so good to see you. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get this. I am so unbelievably close. I don't know how I did it on accident before. Why? Am I just doing it wrong? I have to be doing it wrong. I remembered there was a way to, like, get a bunch of those red jewels by hopping. What? Motherfucker. I'm telling you, this game has it out for me. Oh my word. Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm about to give up on that. I should give up on that. I should just give up on all that and just focus. Oh my gosh. See, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, I'm cracked. I got this. And then the game decides to throw me a curveball and say, you don't got this. So that's why I'm restarting. This is why I wanted to restart the file, because I learned that there were so many things that I missed. And I'm still going to miss a bunch of stuff. I'm saying this right now. I am going to miss so much because, oh my god, I just want to get those red jewels. There's a way to get the red jewels here. And it's going to drive me nuts that it won't let me have it. I'll come back for your ass later. I have 45 orbs. Let me through. I just realized that I don't think I was looking over at the other chat earlier. Oh, and it freaked out. It freaked out. Why'd you freak out? Why'd you freak out? Stop freaking out. There we go. Oh my gosh. Another blue orb. Give me that HP boost. It had the nerve to make me pay a tax. But yeah, I just wanted to share in that weird, like, core memory unlock that I had almost forgotten even existed on my part. Because, well, yeah, no, like, that was one of the weird things that I remembered that out of nowhere I just, oh, hey, I suddenly was thinking about it. Don't know why I was suddenly thinking about it. It just kind of entered my head, like, last night. And I didn't understand why. And it's like, why am I remembering this? It's like when you have that weird memory experience of, like, something super hyper specific and embarrassing from when you were a kid that in hindsight you should have known never to do. And yet you did it anyway. You did it anyway because you were a kid. You didn't know better. And that's exactly what happened. Hey, my classmate's favorite game. Oh, shoot, wait. You're in class. Hold up. When you say classmate, I hope you're not, like... Because I hate to break it to you, this is an M-rated game. Yeah, I know, like, M-rating doesn't mean jack diddly for a lot of folks nowadays, but still, like, hold on, wait a minute. Are you a child? Please don't be a child. I'm begging you not to be a child. Castra draws... Oh, wait a gosh darn minute. I just now realized that that's... Nah, I'm at home now. Okay, cool. Because you shouldn't be watching a Twitch stream while you're in school. That would be weird. That would be really weird. I am Pulsemon, and I'm a Digimon, and I'm telling you, please don't be weird. I just now realized it's like, okay, so one is Casta and the other one's Castra. I thought for a second I was talking to the same person. I'm missing the timing. So apparently I have to remember that there are delay combos. Okay, that's that. I find that strange. Hold on. So let me see if I understand this. I can hit the B button and do that. I can hit the X button and do that. It looks like the B button is easier, or maybe that's just my own mental thinking there. Interesting. I'll have to remember this. Oh, there's a friend down there. That's not good. Maximum effort. There we go. No more puppetry. We ain't having no Pinocchio type bullshit going on here. Actually, let me come down here for a second. Because I'll explore that door in a minute. I just have to... Hello? No one's down here. Cool. No demons. No demons today. Not today, Satan. Not today. It won't be weird watching Twitch at school, honestly. I am terrified of the notion that teachers are now chill with Twitch streams in their classroom. But by the same token, I shouldn't be all that surprised anymore. Hello? Okay, I don't know what that did. And let's increase that health bar. You love to see it. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Okay. There are 3 openings to insert something. I mean, Discord is a mode contact in some of our school organizations. Really now? Okay, well that's cool that they've integrated Discord in that way. I hate to imagine what sorts of fuckery that a lot of, oh my gosh, that a lot of students will get up to while in school though, because that's the only thing I don't like about Discord is that it's difficult to regulate if you're in a school setting, but I'm sure they had to have found a way. Plus, I think Discord is just easier and more data friendly when it comes to speeds and reliability than having to use Skype in a school setting. Because I still remember that back in the day, like if you had Skype, sure, you had cool access to a messenger, you had cool access to like camera speak and stuff like that, and voice chat calls. But the only thing I didn't like about it was that it was awful with data. It like was super intensive. And yet you can hop on Discord and have the worst internet imaginable and still hold a conversation with some folks. So you know what? W Discord. W Discord. There we go. I was wondering if you were going to die. Oh god, don't make me feel that old. Come on. Everybody knew about Skype. That was the program that Microsoft picked up. It was I think Skype was still like the way that most people did business calls too. Like if you were in a business and you needed to talk to somebody who was like really important in like, you know, like a business conference and stuff like that online, you did it through Skype on a big old plasma screen TV. And God have mercy if you were at home. Granted, I think Zoom is now considered the better option when it comes to those types of calls now because, well, I mean, people have more control, it's web-based. So I guess it really just depends on which do you prefer. Like, text chat and having like a group forum and a server, definitely 100% Discord. But then you have Zooms, and I think most classrooms are handled that way. Teachers were supposed to regulate those things, but I mean, if you had a student who was a little piece of shit who would bring in folks from outside of the Zoom call or outside of the classroom, results varied. Results varied a lot. Again, this isn't me being like super bitter about it. However people handled themselves is however people handled themselves. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that. That being said, I will call you a piece of shit if you did that. It's not me insulting to your character or nothing. It's just I don't particularly... Did I just... On accident. And I missed that. I don't know if I can get on those platforms, actually. I wonder. Oh my gosh. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not in the mood. Where's that stupid door? Most online classes or chat we have right now at school is MS Teams. MS Teams? Is that what they replaced Skype with? Huh. Man, I have fallen behind on the whole school thing. Then again, I did graduate, like, years ago. I'm actually trying to remember when I actually graduated. Like, the biggest example of, like... Trying to think now. Yeah, no. Back in my day, and I'm talking way back in the day. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I'm going to do something here because I've realized that my game volume might be a little high. The game might freak out for a moment. Don't worry. It's an easy fix. Easy fix. There we go. I really do got to figure out, like, if there's a way that I can just mess around with my PCs without having to mess around with this game. But alas, here I am. Okay, I thought I was desynced on my audio again like last time. I did manage to fix it last time, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Hold on, was that hype voice acting? Once again, the multi-chat for OBS did not pick up that there was a chatter on YouTube. This is annoying. This is very annoying. Sup, Vince? Hope you're doing well this morning. I am doing fantastic, Hype. It is so good to see you again. I'm doing okay, just getting that old nostalgic feeling of back in the day. I was talking earlier about Computer Lab from back in Mad Day when we used to play strange Pangea soft games like Nanosaur, where you played as a dinosaur with a laser gun, and you could pick up missile launchers, going back in time to collect 5 eggs because... Oh, that was the reason why we had to pick up eggs in the past. So apparently, at least according to the in-game lore that I could find on Wikipedia after finding out about Nanosaur, the reason why we went back in time to collect the eggs was because one of the main issues we were running into as dinosaurs in the advanced future, in order for us to breed, we had to rely on... Oh, I'm deeply ashamed of this, and this is the reason why I'm like, you know what, the 90s may have been weird. The 90s may have been overly weird. And that was that, the Nanosaur, the creatures of the future, who dominated the human species because they were wiped out by a disease, our Nanosaurs of the future had to resort to inbreeding. Yay! I hate everything. I truly do. I truly, truly do. I can't stand it. Yeah, no. The 90s were weird. The 90s were weird. I'm just gonna flat out admit it. I'm thankful that as a kid I didn't read that. The only thing I cared about was playing a dinosaur and going pew pew pew. But yeah, no. 90s were weird. Oh no, there's enemies in front of me. Get absolutely freaking stabbed on, motherfucker. And I got my stylish. And then I missed all my attacks, so I couldn't maintain stylish. That's a shame. I was doing so good. I was so good there for a second there. Nothing a good old jump stab will fix. Oh my gosh. Die. Yeah, you came in at a bad time if you guys heard about, like, my old 90s video game obsession. Boss Ferratu just subscribed for 20 months in a row. Boss, why did you have to come in while I was talking about old Mac games? Why did you have to come in while I was talking about that awful garbage? Why? 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 Lurks from Twitch. Oh, shoot, Castro Draws coming in, like, on both sides. Aw, thanks, man. I'm just getting started on some commission work. Thought I'd pull up to the stream and listen while I work. Aw, thanks. Appreciate you. Hopefully I don't disturb you too much with my old man talk, but yeah. Let's see. I'm thinking before we move on, I should probably farm... Oh my god. My arch nemesis returns with camera angles. Nah, it's an interesting story time. I wouldn't even call it a story time. This is just me yapping about, like, the old days of, like, Mac gaming. Which, one of the cool things that I will give credit where credit is due, Nanosaur was doing wacky things with 3D models in the 90s. This is an important thing that I have to, like, reiterate. In the 90s, the idea of a 3D model expressing itself through squash and stretch, unheard of. Like, absolutely unheard of. It should never have existed, and yet it did. Like, if you ever check out Nanosaur, a reminder, this is an old freaking Pangeasoft game from the old days of the original Mac. It had amazing animation of independent dinosaurs in a 3D environment. The closest we had to stuff like that was maybe on the Nintendo 64 for Diddy Kong freaking Racing, dude. That's how nuts it was. I have 2 phones on different apps playing this stream. Oh my gosh. Why do you have 2 phones? Hold on. Are you one of them tech dealers? Are you dealing in code? If so, what kind of code you got? I'm a hungry Digimon. I don't mind sucking on a little bit of new code every now and again. And don't you because me, boss. Don't you because me. Besides, I understand that, boss, you're a fan of, like, old tech, so me talking about Pangeasoft and Nanosaur probably maybe scratched a little itch in that brain. Who knows? I don't know. Unless you never heard of Nanosaur, in which case, this is just another one of my old man ramblings. The 90s were weird. Yes, they were. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes. The 90s really were weird, though. Like, we had a lot of Canadian animations. Like, 3D animation was still such a fresh technology to be used. Nope. New to me, but still interesting. Oh. Well, then, yeah. Back in the day when we had a lot of Mac computers in computer labs as opposed to Dell. Though that was back when Mac wasn't, like, I guess as expensive to maintain. Like, I guess that was the one thing I'll give credit where credit is due to the PC market in regards to Dell. They were affordable by comparison to a Mac. And Mac was considerably affordable for schools because they had contracts and stuff. So it often makes me wonder, what would have happened if Mac just remained accessible? What would have happened if Mac just remained the family, like, you know, everyman computer from back in the day? I don't think we'll ever get an answer to that question. I would have loved an answer to that question back in the day, but alas, here we are. I don't know why it was all of a sudden I was reminded of Biker Mice from Mars. Biker Mice from Mars. We had Biker Mice from Mars, Street Sharks. Oh gosh. I grew up with SWAT Cats on my end. That's how old I am. SWAT Cats. Radical Squadron. You have any idea how cringe it is to add radical to the name of your show? Gosh, and they didn't even spell cats with a C. It was SWAT Cats with a K, because that's how you knew you were metal. Or that's how you knew you were cool. Cool with a K. God, I'm old and nostalgic today. I don't know why I'm like this. But yeah, no, T-Bone, and oh my gosh. Come on, relax, 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 relax. Let me... Oh my gosh, no, I am not dying to the mooks of this game. Absolutely not. I refuse! Oh. Yeah, T-Bone and Razors, the boyfriends. Well, you know, in hindsight, they might have just been gay. Hold on. Hold on, we might have unlocked something there. We might have unlocked something there. It's funny you mentioned 90s CG. I've been binging some of the songs from the DKC cartoons since I've been on a DK kick ever since Bonanza was announced. I knew of SWAT Cats, but never saw them. Like, the oldest show I saw growing up was the original TMNT. You didn't refuse hard enough. No, I really didn't refuse hard enough.
Spelling of cats with a K instead of a C is actually my IRL nickname. Spelling with a K means you're cool as a cucumber. Hell yeah. See, they get it. They get it. Oh, gosh. But no, that takes me back. Hold on. Did I lost all those red orbs, didn't I? And the enemies are gone because this game doesn't want to give me that challenge. So I died to the mooks, unfortunately. And I concluded the mission with 1 death. And a C rank. I'm a terrible hunter. Hold on. We're saving over the old file, though. Like, yeah, we're saving over the old file. Next mission. Hopefully this time I won't do so badly. Don't you dare!
In this mode, you'll be able to perform and enjoy many different moves with simplified controls. With just one button, you'll be able to perform many different sword actions depending on the situation. You'll also be able to fire without pressing RB to aim. Plus, by holding down the fire button, you'll be able to rapid fire. Easy mode! Mama ain't raised no bitch. Get out of here with that. How dare you? How very dare you? In my face, on this stream, in front of my salad. Absolutely not. Oh, gosh. You ain't terrible. Just get better then. Exactly. Get good. Get good. T-Bone was so protective of Razor Man. Looking back, all I can think is they were radical gays. You know what? Radical gays. I accept this term. Radical gays. I have to remember that I have pistols in my hands. So, Balan Wonderland control scheme. Listen, the difference between why it didn't work in Balan Wonderland and here is because Balan Wonderland was a modern game using old controls that shouldn't have been effective in the first place. You know what? I don't even care that I'm not racking up a combo. I don't care that I'm not here racking up nothing. I am just here to maim, murder, destroy, and I ain't gonna tolerate no bullshit of anybody who gets in my way. Die, 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 die. And did I mention die? However, I mentioned die. Timber, bitch, you're made of wood. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's the red one. Fuck you. Especially. How dare you? Have to remember, jumping is good. Jumping is very good. Jumping is helpful even. Delay combos are also good. Would you get off my back? Hey, could you get off my back? Would you please get off my back? Die. Ooh, more HP, more HP. Nope, no, 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 no. Ooh, okay, no, pain. There's none of that, none of that, none of that. Hey, 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 hey. There we go. Problem solved. I am weak. We're just gonna use that real quick. Y'all didn't see me take damage. No damage taken. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? There was no damage taken. There's a sculpture of a female in agony with a sword pierced through her chest. Wait, I can hear a voice. I am Alistair. The weak shall give their heart and swear their eternal loyalty to me. Is that the radio demon? No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna not do that right now. So Balan Wonderworld. Oh, I keep on saying Wonderland. Good God, it's Wonderworld control scheme. Yes, die, but you don't die. Only them creeps. Exactly, exactly. Man, I feel so bad for Balan. It deserves to be a much better game than what Square and Naka made it to be. I mean, the concept that it had could have been good. The execution is about the only issue that was made there. How much of it we can blame on Square? How much of it we can blame it on Naka? Who knows?
I don't think the world will ever know. But it'll be one of those cases, it'll be one of those things where we look back on it, and similarly to how we treat I'm trying to think of the word here. Oh, similarly to how we treat Harry Potter, this is going to be one of those things where the fandom claims the content and they don't give a shit about what Square and what Naka has to say about it. They will make it better in their own way. Hell, I'm almost certain that if Balan had like the dedicated fan base that I want to say that the Digimon fandom had, someone out there would have coded the game to make it better. Hell, probably rebuilt the game, kept some cutscenes and stuff like that. Who knows? Who actually knows? Okay, now that I've got a better sword, enemies should be easier to kill. In theory. This door is locked, but it looks like a rusty key may help. I've got to get another gosh darn rusty key. That's okay. That is okay, because this time I'm going to remember to do something important that I didn't do before. Something that I wish I had done properly. Because this time I remember something. You see, Wolf, my friend, was kind enough to tell me about this. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Nothing else matters. One-handing a double-barrel shotgun. You just love to see it. You just love to see it. It's so good. A devil is depicted. The key is embedded. Should I take it? Of course you take it. So now we got a pretty sword and a shotgun. Hold on. Okay, for some reason I half expected something terrible. Alright, we're still good. We're still good. Life is great. Life is glorious right now. Wish there were some enemies to kill. I love how Boss is out here asking that question. Does he have the strength modifier to wield it? And it's like, bro, he just pulled himself off of his own sword and then wielded like it was nothing. My brother has the strength modifier. My brother is the strength modifier. Technically, as I have demon, I guess that means he's a tiefling. Though, I guess if we're following Pathfinder logic, technically Nephilim, because they wanted to do away with the tiefling moniker, because, once again, Wizards of the Coast was being weird. I will always point that out whenever I can, for those who don't remember. Just, Wizards of the Coast was just being fucking weird. There's my stinger. There we go. Alright. I know the Balan is welcoming, at least. I actually met one of my best friends, Dally, there through it, and she does some pretty amazing Balan art, in my opinion. Listen, I have no doubt that the community is fantastic. It's just, unfortunately, it's one of those niche communities now due to the fact that the game didn't do as advertised or didn't do as well. One example is like my Digimon fandom. I love my Digimon, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be a Digimon VTuber right now. Like, I'm fairly certain if Bandai ever caught me with this model live on stream, they would have my ass toasted, who knows. But one of the things that I fell in love with was that Digimon is full of some very creative individuals when it comes to art, but they're also filled with very creative individuals when it comes to programming. I found out that apparently, by the power of just pure gumption, they were able to program their own minigame, their own app game. Actually, a couple of them. There's Digimon Tamers, or Digital Monsters Tamers, I should say. Or Monster Tamers? I'd have to double check what the actual app is called. But they have Digimon on it. And they have different evolution paths based on how you raise them and stuff like that. And then there's another game that's more like a roguelike in terms of how it's performed, and that is called Digital Monsters Net Driver, which is an always online Digimon app game that someone sat down and programmed. They got an amazing artist to sit down and work out the artwork for the Digimon that you would be raising. And they have a system where you have to like take care of them, raise them, put them to bed, recycle their poop so that you can grow more food, because remember, steak grows out of the ground. This is just established Digimon canon. It's just how it works. It's just how they work. Don't be freaked out. Don't be weirded out by it. It's not weird. It's not weird. You're weird. You're weird. Anyway, point that I'm making is that Digimon is a fandom that to this day, I wish had developed more than just its niche, but they've made a resurgence. And I think Balan has the potential to make a resurgence if they ever decide to explore the concept of making a second game title that is better than the first. I mean, look at Sonic Adventure. More people talk about Sonic Adventure 2 than they talk about the first Sonic Adventure because, well, improved graphics, improved storytelling elements, improved gameplay mechanics, improved everything. In general, improved everything. Same thing with Sonic the Hedgehog in general. I mean, look at Sonic the Hedgehog. You have the actual first game. Definitely an exploratory game in the terms of like trying to figure out what it wanted to be. And then you have Sonic 2, which more people play because 1, it introduces Tails. 2, has a spin dash mechanic. It's got everything. It's got it all. And then Digimon, we had stuff. We had a trading card game. It wasn't a very good trading card game back in the day, but it was a trading card game. I think it was just because the English translation for the game wasn't very cohesive to what it was trying to convey as a card game. Let's see. Then they had the virtual pets, which, of course, everybody and their brother is always going to be like, oh, but isn't Digimon just a clone of Pokemon? Piss off. It's a Tamagotchi. There is a fundamental difference between a Tamagotchi and a Pokemon. And first of all, Tamagotchi, you don't technically raise. Well, I mean, actually, no. Tamagotchi don't fight. Digimon was just a combat-ready Tamagotchi. That's probably the best way that I can describe it without me going into hysterics about, no, they're not clones, you're stupid, and I hate you, and I hate you, and I hate you. Are you kidding me right now? Die. 1,000 years of pain. I love that I can just do that stinger combo anytime and it works out in my favor. No, I ain't fighting you demons, not today. But what about the Pokewalker? Well, the Pokewalker didn't raise your Pokemon. The Pokewalker was exactly that. It was a pedometer that just happened to have your Pokemon in it. And it just counted your steps and you collected items, but you didn't clean up poop. You didn't level up your Pokemon through the power of your steps. You didn't do any training on there. That's the big difference. Like when you have a Digimon V-Pet, which was the original Bricks from back in the day, you hatched an egg and you had to take care of that egg. You had to take care of that baby. And that baby took forever to level up. Back in the day, the level up took a week, maybe more, so that you could see the evolution of certain Digimon. But it allowed you to kind of grow and develop a long-standing relationship with the Digimon. So whenever you raised, we'll go off of the version 1 egg. If you were raising a Bodemon, Digimon poop? Of course Digimon poop. But if you were raising the version 1 egg, you would get Bodemon. Everybody got Bodemon if you had the version 1 egg. And then it would become Koromon, because of course it would just become Koromon. It took some time, but you would eventually get Koromon. You would clean up their poop, feed them some meat, maybe feed them a protein if you didn't feel like doing the training, and you go from there. It was actually a very easy thing to follow as long as you remembered Tamagotchi rules. Because Tamagotchi rules were the same thing. Tamagotchi, you hatched them, you raised them, you cleaned up their poop, you would feed them, and you would play with them with little mini games or toys. In the Digimon's case, you didn't have toys or anything. You just had a mini game for training that you would do over and over again. But what made Digimon unique was their, I guess we'll call them binary bouts. And that's when you connect 2 digital monster V-Pets together, and they would engage in a fight. And normally, if there was a bunch of them in the schoolyard, one of the cool things about it would be that, well, everyone would have a different Digimon because everyone raised theirs differently. Maybe instead of that one kid raising theirs perfectly, they probably raised it not so perfectly, and they ended up with instead of an Agumon, they ended up with a Betamon. It's a very unusual thing. You would end up with Betamon, or maybe if you didn't raise it perfectly enough, you ended up with, I guess, if you had enough care mistakes, you would end up with, I am actually drawing a blank right now. Numemon, that's what it was. You would end up with Numemon. But the thing that made it so cool was that if you raised Digimon a certain way, whether it be the number of training, the number of care mistakes, maybe you forgot to clean up their poop or whatever, who knows, you would end up with all kinds of different adult-level Digimon or champion-level Digimon. You had Greymon, you had Tyrannomon, Seadramon. They were so cool. Numemon is a poop baby, unfortunately. That's basically the Digimon that you get when you didn't raise your Digimon 100% right. But Numemon arguably had some of the greatest potential ever. If you could engage in enough fights and raise up its win ratios, Numemon was a valuable asset. How valuable? Well, let me tell you. What made them unique was that they had the ability to become the strongest ultimate level Digimon in all of VPETs at the time. If you don't know what that means, well, let me put it to you this way. Metal Greymon was highly sought after. Everybody wanted Metal Greymon. Everybody wanted Metal Greymon. And then, of course, on the other side, there was Mamemon. Mamemon was a pretty strong little being, a little delinquent being, always ready to fight. But Numemon was the only Digimon that you could, in theory, evolve into the strongest ultimate level Digimon at the time, Monzemon, or Teddymon if you want to follow in the original translations. I certainly don't mind the original translations, so I say do with it whatever you will. But yeah, Monzemon was pretty heckin' strong. Okay, let's see if I can time this correctly. Okay, so I couldn't dome that guy 100%, but shotgun works. Shotgun works. Monzemon was just the strongest ultimate level Digimon at the time, just a giant teddy bear. And nobody could figure out like how Slime Boy became Teddy Bear. It didn't make sense to a lot of people until you played Digimon World. Digimon World introduced the idea that Numemon just crawled into a teddy bear suit because they wanted to get more love. So, yeah. Basically, Numemon just finds a teddy bear outfit, goes inside of it, and becomes a giant, adorable teddy bear. Is it the best piece of lore in the world? No, but I certainly like it. It's adorable. There we go. When in doubt, shotgun. Shotgun is great. Hello. Ow. Bitch. But yeah, no, the VPETs were, like, fantastic. The thing was that they didn't have a single-player option. That wasn't until, like, the re-release here years later. But, what they did was you basically needed to have more than one person. They would release different version eggs that have a collection of different Digimon that you could potentially raise, a version 1 through 5, although the later releases became very rare in the States because sometimes they just didn't make it to the States. And as long as a kid had a Digimon, all you had to do was fight. So basically, in theory, if a classroom of, let's say, let's go with 25. If a classroom of 25 kids each had a Digital Monster VPET, then in theory, they could raise their Digimon, whether it be version 1 and let's say Agumon or Betamon or whatever, and if they did it correctly, then they would end up with a champion level Digimon that they were hoping to aim for based on how they raised it. And then at the adult stage, because the adult stage is where it matters, combat takes into account. You need to have 15 battles, and in those 15 battles have an average win ratio of, I think, like 80%. And 80% almost guarantee that you could reach the ultimate stage. For the version 1 eggs, the ultimate stages were Metal Greymon, Manzemon, and I believe Mamemon. And then in version 2, you had, trying to remember, Skull Greymon, Vademon, I believe it was. Yes, Vademon, which was an alien. And brain don't have a hemorrhage right now. It was Vademon. I'm hemorrhaging. I am actually hemorrhaging. You know what? I'm suddenly glad that these guys keep appearing, because I could use the farm. Vademon, Skull Greymon, and Metal Mamemon. That's what it was. It took me a minute. For some reason, most of the devices each had their own Mamemon. It's very strange. Oh, I know it's very niche. I just know that it has that going for it, nothing else. Yeah. See, now I'm getting sad talking about niche things, because it's one of those things where I like my niche things. Digimon has had a resurgence because the V-Pets kind of came back. They released brand new V-Pets. And one of the cool things that I really adored, that I really fell in love with, was that they came up with new version of V-Pets, but Bandai just decided on a whim that we weren't going to support that anymore. Don't ask me why. Bandai is very weird whenever they go for their business practices. I'm trying to collect as many of these red orbs as I can, because I want to level up my skills before I move on. Let's see. Like, not only did they do the V-Pets back, and then they did, like, the Vital Bracelet, which was definitely their more experimental app-based things that they could do. But then they followed it up with, what was it? Oh, the trading card game. How could I forget? I literally played this on stream. So the trading card game became popular. I wouldn't say popular enough to where, how do I put this? Where you can probably sit down and build any competitive deck that you want. But one of the things that I've come to hate about Pokemon TCG is that it got invaded really hard by scalpers. I hate it. I hate looking at the scalpers. I hate seeing what they do to the card game, the community. It's like you're making kids cry. You actually just show up, raid the shelves, and then kids who probably saved up good allowance money, or they saved up good chore money, so that they could be like, oh, you know what, I'm going to go get me some Pokemon cards. And then some weird schmuck, and they're all weird. I almost promise you that a good chunk of them are probably weird in, like, the sliding into very questionable DMs territory. Those are the types of freaks that do this. They raid a store, collect as many booster packs or booster boxes as possible, and then none for you, kiddos. None of you get it. Oh, it's so sad you don't have money. But Vince, the resale value. Fuck the resale value. Granted, Digimon has their own share of scalpers. I mean, I look no further than the V-Pet scalpers. I want to be able to collect a V-Pet that was only released maybe 5-ish years ago, and it was the Digital Monster X version 3. That was released actually a lot longer than 5 years ago in hindsight. The point is, it was released not too long ago, and you could only get it via pre-orders, because apparently Bandai of the rest of the fucking world just didn't feel like doing a full market release of it like they did the Digital Monster X version 1 and version 2. And I love them. I would love to get my hands on it. The problem is that, well, I can't. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that Bandai just doesn't want to re-release it, and to get my hands on the devices now is going to cost me nearly $400. Who attached such an arbitrary price to that? I have no idea. Who is the one who makes up these stupid prices? I don't know either. But I'm not going to pay the same price as a video game goddamn console on eBay. Yep, they found it. Nearly $400 on eBay. Exactly. The Digital Monster X version 3 is like my crowning jewel. There are two versions of it too. That's what makes it worse. And they both are $400 each. Oh, not just Australians, even in Japan. If I were to try to buy a Digital Monster X version 3 of either the Silver X or the Gold X, easy $300 or $400 on each one. And I'm not going to spend that type of money. I refuse. But again, it goes also to the older ones. The older ones I can vaguely understand because they're older, they're out of print, and depending on the condition, you could even look at it and be like, this will be a valuable addition to my collection. But that's not what's happening, and that's what makes me angry. Like, for example, this is a good example, because they were exploring the X antibody in the pendulum format. Pendulums are the Digimon that require you to shake them in order to raise them, to do training and combat. That's what made them unique. But they had something called the Digital Monster Pendulum X. That's when they introduced the X antibody Digimon, and they were so freaking cool. I love them. I love their designs. They had brand new sprites that more accurately depicted how they looked as Digimon, and I loved it. I think most people loved it, so why the hell we didn't get more of those sprites, I don't know. And then when they released the Digital Monster X, well, we got like cute sprites. I think it's like 8x8 or 16x16. I'd have to double check on an LCD screen, mind you. But yeah, no, those were cool. They were sick. They even had a single player option for those that, you know, don't have friends. Hi, I don't have friends. And I loved the concept of the Pendulum X, but I'm not going to spend $300 on an old egg. And once again, later versions are harder to find. If I wanted to get my hands on an example, a Digital Monster Pendulum X version 1.0, it would probably be closer to $150, maybe almost $200, depending on the condition. Simple enough to follow. A version 2 egg? Okay, now we're at $200, maybe $250. Okay, you've begun to piss me off now, good sir. Oh, what's that? You found the legendary version 3.0 egg? That'll be $300 to $400, and quite possibly your liver. It is insanity. It's why I don't agree with the whole resale value. I don't agree with the mooks who come in and invade a fandom space, buy a bunch of product, and then inflate the price. The price was meant to be for the people who actually enjoy it. You know who was supposed to enjoy Digital Monsters? Kids. Literal kids. Same thing as Pokemon. Kids are supposed to be able to sit down and enjoy a Pokemon TCG. Kids are supposed to be able to sit down and play Pokemon cartridges with their favorite Pokemon on them and stuff like that. The idea that if I still had my old Emerald cartridge, that I could have sold that bad boy for $300? Gosh, that's wild to me. It's wild how disgusting people are when it comes to like trying to make a quick buck. I hate it. I hate it every single time. But it is what it is. You know who's supposed to enjoy it? Me, is what I thought you were going to say. No, because I'm not selfish. As much as I would absolutely adore getting my hands on these old Digital Monster-styled V-Pets, as much as I would adore getting my hands on something that is basically a piece of Digimon history, in good conscience, I know that I can't get it because I can't afford it. But I do look to it with sadness, knowing that this is something that could have been affordably enjoyed by other people. That there are groups of people out there who will never know the joys of having a digital monster. A good example, the Digital Monster version 20th. This is a Digital Monster V-Pet that literally anybody could have bought on Amazon maybe 2 years ago now for less than $20. They were always going on sale. You could have bought one for $9. And what does it come with? It comes with all 5 of the Digital Monster eggs. So you had the version 1 egg, version 2 eggs. You could have gotten a taste, but it was streamlined, sort of. You could put your Digimon to nap and stuff like that and have a single player battle so you didn't have to worry about connecting with other people. I look back at that and I am saddened. Sorry, I had to take a sip. I am saddened that no one will be able to know the joy of those version 20th V-Pets because they're no longer in stock. They're not on sale. You can't buy them anymore. I mean, you can, but they don't have the same number of shelves. What made the Digital Monster version 20th, or as Amazon would call it, Digital Monster Original, what made it cool was you could raise 2 Digimon at the same time. You could have single-player battles with the computer so that you didn't have to worry about having to find somebody else in the wild who had a Digimon virtual pet. So you could just, engage in your fights, collect your win conditions, get the evolution you want, and be happy. They had mystery eggs so that you could have fun unlocking them as you played around and won battles. You had double battles, which means when you're raising 2 Digimon, you could have the both of them engage in a Coliseum fight, and it would have been so cool. I look back at that fondly, and I'm like, that wasn't that long ago. And they had so many different shells, so if you didn't like one particular color, there was always other colors that you could enjoy. And I loved it so much. And then the Digital Monster X's came out. You had the Digital Monster X with a red X, a Digital Monster X with a blue X. They were both version 1, it's just they were considered the A and B device. Red was A, blue was B. I think it's a very simple concept to follow. What else? Then they released the Digital Monster X2, which was the C and D devices. Those came out, and I fell in love with those. They are currently my absolute favorite Digital Monster X V-Pet that I own. Currently raising them now. Raising their secret eggs to kind of fill out the catalog. And I loved it. Those were so good. The revival was great. Now the only thing really keeping Digimon alive in Bandai's eyes are the occasional model kits that they'll release, like for Pyildramon, Metal Greymon, which I built on stream before, and off stream because, well, I just wanted to finish them. And the card game. The card game is the only thing that's keeping Digimon alive in a weird way. They've already had 20 booster sets. Will ask, how do you even get into Digimon Tamagotchi? When you say how do you, like how did I personally, or how do you get into it like as a person? Because that really does depend. Like, you can get into it just by buying one and going from there. It'll come with clear-cut instructions on how you're supposed to raise your Digimon, and there are guides online. Yes, okay, yes to all. Okay, perfect. So how I got into it was me wanting to have a taste of my childhood from when I was a kid. And I wanted to know what that was like because I never owned a Digimon V-Pet. So it all started, if we're going to go back in time to 2019, actually closer to 2020. It's been long enough, I think. At the time of the plague. Yay. I got my hands on my very first Digimon V-Pet called the Digital Monster Original. Of course, that was the version 20th, but it had the Greymon skin. They called it Dinosaur Camouflage. It was the Greymon skin. Okay? It was the Greymon skin. It had the orange scales, blue stripes. I recognized my boy anywhere. That was my son. I bought it, and then I just pulled the tab, turned it on, and went from there. I learned about hatching Bodamon, and then it became Koromon, and then not hatching, but raising Koromon into the more capable Agumon, because apparently if you just take perfect care of it, you will always get Agumon, and go from there. You just get into it. You really just jump into it. And because that was my first ever foray into Tamagotchi ever, naturally I wasn't prepared for the rabbit hole I got myself into. Later on, I would try the Vital Bracelet, which the Vital Bracelet wasn't a traditional Tamagotchi because you don't feed your Digimon, you don't clean their poop or anything. The Vital Bracelet was just there as an exercise companion, but it was a toy exercise watch. So, warning, the steps you took, not accurate because it counted movement. Your arms could move and you could sit in place and never take a single step and it'll still count and register. So that was it, and then I got into the Tamagotchi side of it by simply grabbing my first brick, raising the Digimon, not knowing what I was doing and just collecting it, and doing what I could. I just wanted to learn how to do it. It's why I was so confused when I hatched one particular egg, and it gave me Kabuterimon instead of what I thought was going to be Weregarurumon because I didn't understand the old eggs, which the version 20th is a celebration device. It's meant to give you the old school feel of the Digimon of the past from the original virtual pets, not necessarily from what you know in the anime, if you ever watch the anime. So I got my hands on it through Amazon. And I think you can still get a version 20th on Amazon. The problem is just it's not going to be in the colors you want, because those colors have long been out of production. Why? Because Bandai is evil. So how do you get into the Tamagotchi Digimon side of it? Amazon. You go to Amazon and get your hands on a version 20th and start from there. If you want to collect the other ones, well, you had to sort of be there. Like, if I were to take a picture of my wall, I would be able to show you guys all the Digimon V-Pets that I've collected over the years. Mostly because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are the same ones. I just wanted to be able to collect the different A, B, C, D, E devices so that I could unlock hidden eggs. But honestly, they're the same device with the exception of the hidden eggs. Then I got my hands on the Digimon X's. Then I decided I would be stupid and decide, okay, you know what? I'm going to try to collect the more rare Digimon Pendulum Z's, which were only released via pre-order. And yeah, long story short, if I want to complete my collection for the Pendulum Z's, I'm going to have to go through some serious back channels on eBay so that I can complete the collection. I have 4 out of the 6 of those Pendulum Z's. You know what? I'm tired of saying Z. I don't know how many of you are Canadian. I don't know how many of you are from the rest of the world, but apparently I have to remember it's not Z, it's Z. And the Digital Monster Pendulum Zs, they're available. I could get the Deep Savers for $60. That's triple its price, by the way. These things were originally at pre-order value of like $20. Let that sink in for a hot minute. And I can get the Virus Busters, which is the most expensive of the original sets there. And originally I saw them being sold for like $200, and I was like, are you high? Are you like actually out of your mind? But they weren't going to go down in price. They only recently started going down in price, I think because people quickly realized that the Digital Monster Pendulum Zs they have unique enough Digital Monster rosters, but the problem is that a lot of the endgame Digimon that exist in them are copy and paste the same Digimon over and over again. It's like, oh cool, I completed my goal, but it's the same Digimon that this device has, it's the same Digimon that this device has. Why did they do it like that? I can't tell you. I don't know how Bandai operates anymore. They don't make sense to me. But let's see, I'm trying to think. So I guess if you want to get into it, the Tamagotchi side of it, that's where I also went down a separate rabbit hole. I got into regular Tamagotchi. I don't have a Gen 1 or Gen 2 Tamagotchi in my collection, but I do have something called the Tamagotchi Pix. that was when they were introducing cameras. Now, this is where my anger for Bandai kind of goes up and down. And that is that Bandai have been releasing black and white sprites of digital monsters for years. And I mean years. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a new device that was released in 2017, 2019. They always released it in black and white. I never understood why. It confused me. I later found out that that's just how they wanted to do it, because apparently that's what they thought the fans wanted. Funny thing about Tamagotchi. Tamagotchi introduced colored sprites around early 2000s. Let all of that sink in and realize that Digimon are just always technologically behind their older brother, the Tamagotchi. And it took them forever to finally release colored versions of their virtual pets. And I still get mad. Because I have the Tamagotchi Pix, which is in color. I have the Tamagotchi Smart. Tamagotchi Uni, which is also in color. And they have online connectivity through Wi-Fi and QR codes. I find that disturbing. Meanwhile, the Digimon, they still operate with a direct connection battle. You still have to hold two digital monsters close to each other. We can't have a Wi-Fi battle, because apparently they just want to keep it that way. And when they finally do release a digital monster colored version... it's another celebration device because they wanted to keep it old school. Oh, but we gave it a couple of updates. That's great, Janet. That's wonderful. But no. Just no. I get so mad. We have colored devices that connect to each other directly, but they don't have Wi-Fi connectivity like the Tamagotchi do. They don't have any of that, because why would they? They don't want to do it that way. I don't care if it's a C rank, I'm taking it. Save. Like, if I'm sounding a little bit bitter about Digimon, I'm not bitter. I just desperately want better. I want better. I want more. But I can't have more because that's just not the business model that Bandai wants to follow for Digimon. If I want to play the Digimon card game, we have a plethora of beautiful art. We have a plethora of wonderful cards. The mechanic and the way the game is played is so much fun, and I think people will have a wonderful time if they ever sit down and give it a try. But ultimately speaking, if you want to get into the virtual pet, good luck, because you have to find it first. And the hardest part about finding it is finding it at an affordable cost, because as Bandai sells out, as Bandai no longer produces certain digital monsters, you just can't get them unless you go through a third party. And sometimes you'll be lucky. You'll find that fans are selling them because they decided to buy them and resell them at a reasonable price, and you can get them for $15, $20 if you're lucky. And get yourself a V-Pet that you can give a try if you wanted to give it a try, whether it be the Tamagotchi, whether it be the Vital Bracelet, or maybe if you wanted to get your hands on the Pendulum colors, because those are being re-released again. They are $60, but hey, they're rechargeable, so you don't have to worry about a little coin battery. Just USB Type-C and call it good. But, alas, that's where all the positivity that I have for it kind of goes away. Pre-order, pre-order, pre-order. If you want Digimon anything, you gotta pre-order it. If you want Digimon virtual pets, you basically have to keep an eye open for when they do pre-order. If you want a Digivice, pre-order or buy the old stuff. And the old stuff follows in that whole collector's thing where, hey, I bought this originally for like $60, but if you want it, it's yours, my friend, for $300 goddamn dollars. No. I hate resellers. I hate scalpers. I'm not a fan of their way of operation. I'm not a fan of what they do. I am not a fan at all. I just do not like what they do. I do not like what they provide to the environment. But they're a part of the ecosystem. You can't do gatekeeping of the fandom. Watch me. If I could gatekeep the fandom, I would only gatekeep it from scalpers. I would only gatekeep it from grifters. I got a little heated there. I swear I'm a lot more positive when it comes to Digimon than this. I swear I'm a lot more positive when it comes to the fandom. It's just I've had mostly negative experiences with the fandom. And it's not because the people in it are bad. I should make that point clear. Some people are. Those are the ones that I have come to look at with disdain because, well, for lack of a better way of putting it, some of them are elitists. They come in with their super expensive V-Pets like, oh yeah, I bought this for $300. You paid $300 for a V-Pet that originally released for $40? Yep. And now bask in it because you'll never have it. Yep, you're right, because I prefer to pay my rent. I prefer to have my lights on. I prefer to eat. And it's always the wealthy that usually just kind of rub it in my face. And unfortunately, it's the wealthy that are the most vocal when it comes to the virtual pets. So I try not to, like, take it too personally. But they find a way to make me angry. So I don't engage with my fellow Digimon fans outside of Voices of Nathan and his girlfriend, Danny. Because those two are Digimon nerds like me and I have fun with it. I'm hungry. I've been nerding out for almost an hour and a half. How am I like this? Why am I like this? Ah, my arachnophobia is activating.
What a big surprise. I hope for your sake you got something inside that big body of yours.
Dante? Not like that. Okay, let's rock, and this time, I'm actually gonna do good! Never mind. Nice try, stupid. Ew. No. Stop that. No, I'm gonna be swallowed, aren't I? Yep, I'm gonna be swallowed, guys. Oh, I didn't get swallowed, but I did get blown up. So yeah, no, boss, if you want to get into the Tamagotchi stuff, if you ever want to get your hands on a Digimon, honestly, just buy a Tamagotchi. Buy a Tamagotchi and just be happy with it. Because at least Tamagotchis are readily available. Tamagotchis are readily available on Amazon for like less than $20, depending on the shell that you're looking for. They've just released the Tamagotchi Angels, which are really cute. The Tamagotchi Uni, I think they're still available. They're a little bit more expensive, but they actually have a Wi-Fi connectivity. Good luck typing that out, by the way. They only have 3 buttons, so cycling through letters and numbers to type in a Wi-Fi password can be daunting. What else? Those are more easily accessible. As for Digimon, I mean, you can try. I will pray for your mortal soul if you try to get into Digimon, because once again, it's the whole... I gotta take my licks where I can get them, huh? I literally jumped over your head. Ooh, am I stung? What the shit? Ew. Don't touch me like that, you freak. I died again. It glows in the dark. Yep. So don't buy a Digimon V-Pet 20th edition from eBay for $14. Correct. You can get the glow-in-the-dark Digimon V-Pet on Amazon for like $9 before shipping. So yeah, I like the glow-in-the-dark one personally. I don't have one. I probably should for the collection of like the unique shells, because the ones I got were the unique shells. So like, let me look over here. Okay. So for the unique shells I have the Dinosaur Camouflage, which is the one that has the Greymon colors. I have the... what is that? I have the Digital Camo, which is like a blue-colored camo. I have a Green Forest Camo, which is a little more of an olive drab. And then there's the tie-dye version, which it sounds exactly what it is. It's tie-dye. It's cute. I like it. And that's really about it. I'm going to die a lot to this boss again, aren't I? And then I'm going to have to restart this mission and hope for the best. I don't want to restart this mission. I really don't. Because I just leveled up all this good stuff here. Oh, man. Oh, hi, weirdo. I'm just gonna kill you. Let me hit your face. I hate these camera angles. Okay, so as long as I keep moving, I can sort of avoid getting hit. Ranged attack. Nice try, asshole. I have this. No. Oh, not again. Let me hit you. Why does that hit so hard? Are you serious? What the shit, bro? I'm so angry. Then do die. Why did you say then do die? Oh, you corrected it. Don't die. You know what? Just don't die, lol. Remember, I suck at video games, and I also chose to stay in normal mode, which Nate has informed me that apparently normal mode is this game's hard mode. And I'm like, what do you mean? And apparently that's just a coding error that has just never been fixed. And not necessarily fixed. They just kept it that way for the nostalgia's sake. But in Japan, what we consider easy is their normal. And what we consider normal is their hard. That's just how the game is programmed. And by default, it's in the hard setting. Come on now. I'm focused. I am motivated. What were those hitboxes? You know what? No, I'm gonna die. Let me die. Yep, there we go. I'll redo this mission. You suck at video games. I think I only ever played arcade games. Dude, arcade games were so fun back in the day. Pac-Man, pinball. All right, let's try this one more time. Did I already do the power-ups? I did. Okay, so I get to keep those. Good, good, good. So if that's the case, let's rock. Okay, so I got to go through this whole thing again. As long as I do it right, I can just get right to the end. Hate these camera angles. And then after this, I want to do Devil May Cry 3. And that'll be fun. Okay, gotta go do the trials. Why am I so hungry? It's because I haven't eaten and it's almost 11. To be honest, I recently played Tekken on PS3 during a school exhibit event. Nice! On a big screen while just spamming random buttons. I mean, that's how I play fighting games. And I've told this story before, but I don't mind playing fighting games as long as someone takes the time to teach me how the controls work. Because otherwise, I just won't have fun. Like, if you are going to have me play a fighting game, not tell me how the controls work, and then revel in me getting my ass kicked over and over again while I'm just kind of sitting there super confused, and you don't explain anything, you just keep on enjoying the victory, I'm gonna look like, nah, I think I'm good. I don't want to play this game. More specifically, I don't want to play this game with you because I'm not getting my butt handed to me over and over again because reasons. So yeah, I've got stories. I think I've told this story before with where I don't want to necessarily play with my friend's Wolf in fighting games anymore. The way he will tell it, he did nothing wrong. And I guess to an extent, correct, he didn't do anything wrong. He played exactly how he would play. But I also had never picked up Tekken before. It was the newest Tekken game. And still. Okay, so theoretically, if I were to look to get off Amazon, theoretically, like you mentioned, theoretically, should I theoretically go with the 20th or the X version, theoretically speaking? Dear God. All you were missing was to talk like Ben Shapiro, and that would have been the most disturbing thing I've ever read in my entire life. Okay, well, how about this? Tell me which one you're talking about. What version of the Digital Monster X are you talking about? Because they both have a single-player version, but there's a difference in their functionality. So the Digital Monster version 20th, if you're looking at the glow-in-the-dark thing, is... You raise one of 5 eggs, but you're always going to start with the version 1 egg. That's the one that comes with Agumon. And then you unlock the other eggs by raising your second Digimon, which you only get when you get to champion level. And then you can have access to the other ones. You can then raise 2 Digimon at the same time. And they both have to be taken care of. The downside, they poop a lot. Because it's 2 Digimon, they poop way more than they should. You will be constantly taking care of that. It's the meme in the Digimon community is that the version 20th is called the poop machine because it does a lot of pooping. You're going to be cleaning poop more often than you're going to be doing training and raising and other stuff like that. But in theory, if you wanted to have a more modernized experience that has a little bit more, we'll call it player sensibilities, go with the Digital Monster X, because the X version, especially depending on which X version you are looking at, has a function that the Digital Monster version 20th doesn't have. The ability to pause. So I would have to explain it by opening up one of my Digimon on screen and showing you what I mean. But there are several icons when you're going through it, and one of those icons is for putting your Digimon to sleep, and that's the light bulb icon. If you click on the light bulb icon with the Digital Monster X and turn off the lights before the Digimon has to go to bed at around like 11 o'clock or midnight or whatever, depending on its level, it actually puts it into cold storage. You look at it go into a refrigerator. In cold storage, the evolution clock is paused, the whole game is paused. You can effectively put him in cold storage, set him aside, and you don't have to worry about it going hungry or running out of strength. It's just you put it in cold storage. That's what I do so that when I'm going to work, I don't have to worry about scuffing up my V-Pet. I basically raise them while I'm here at home, taking good care of them, and then when I come back home from work after I've put them in cold storage, I take them out of cold storage, do what I need to do, and then put them into bed when it's time to put them to bed. The higher the level of the Digimon, the later they'll go to bed. So like, at the early stages of baby and so on, the Digimon will want to go to bed at around, like, I think 8 o'clock. Then at child, it's 9. At adult, it's 10. At perfect, it's 11. And when you get to their final stages, they all want to go to bed at midnight. But that's nothing that an adjustment to the clock can't fix. So you're good. But yeah, no, theoretically, if you want the ease and function but still want a bit of complexity, Digital Monster X. If you want a slightly easy time, but now you have to be more diligent of the screen because there is no pause function, Digital Monster version 20th. So it really just depends on which one you prefer. I personally would recommend the Digital Monster X because it's a little bit more streamlined. And again, it also depends on which version of the Digital Monster X you're talking about. If you're talking about the gold one, which is like a gold X with a silver body, the same one that I have, personal bias, I like that one because it has Giga Seadramon, which I love. The Seadramon line is so cool. And yeah. Stop talking to me, Phantom. I just want to kill you. Ooh, I forgot about that attack. Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Nice try, asshole. Ow. Bitch! Okay, that's not gonna happen. Now I just play Sonic Rumble, sometimes Roblox, but I mean... I haven't tried Sonic Rumble. Is that the one that's basically just Fall Guys, but with Sonic characters? Because I think I've heard some folks talk about it, but I've never sat down to play it. Like, I think I've seen Danny talk about playing it. That's QDT Cat, the one who's responsible for my VTuber model. Thank you. Always thank you. And I think I've seen seen some other content creators talk about it. Nicole from SNT? Not SNT. Nicole from SPD64. That's who I'm thinking of. Although I think Courtney from SNT also does the Sonic Rumble thing. As in, like, she's a creator or something. They're on a Discord server where they play it, or... I'm not 100% sure. I have not followed any news with Sonic Rumble whatsoever. Pain. Okay. Nice try, I'm over here.
I'm so close. And I did it. There we go. It was a mobile game then. Now it has a PC version. Oh! Okay, that explains a bit. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll sit down and play it. I mean, I have mixed feelings about being a Sonic fan nowadays. Not in the sense like it's a bad thing to be a Sonic fan. I'm never going to say it's a bad thing to be a Sonic fan. I just haven't had the most positive experiences from the Sonic fandom. And most of them have just been deeply unkind. Maybe not as unkind as some of those strange elitists I've spoken to in the Digimon community that just make me ill. But definitely I haven't had the best interactions, I think, with Sonic fans as much as other people probably have. Like, if you have had excellent experiences with Sonic fans, I am happy for you, dude, and I'm glad that you can have fun playing some Sonic games. I just can't. I'm sure Sonic Rumble looks fun, though. I do want to give it a try. I will give that one a try 100%, but I don't know if I'll ever want to give Sonic, like, Frontiers a try, because I've tried playing that game and it bores me. It's so boring. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like this, but it's so boring. I don't know. Alright. Before I confront the lion, I'll need a sign. Shall I use Pride of Lion? Absolutely, I'll use Pride of Lion. Oh, man. I don't know. I'll maybe make it a day to play Sonic Rumble, and maybe we can all just give it a try together. I think it'd be fun. Oh, I don't think so, kitty cat. It extended its neck for boopage. Ha-ha! I got your ass, kitty cat. No! Oh, I could do that? That was an option? Oh, I have your ass now, boy. I have your ass now, boy. Alright. Alright. There we go. Whee! There's like 3 rounds with 28 players. Get qualified to get to the top 3 by the last round to basically win. You can rank up each game. Then it kind of varies sometimes, I guess. Okay, cool. You know what? That's basically just Fall Guys, but with Sonic characters. And I'm kind of happy about that. That sounds pretty dope. I think I would have fun with that. You know, I'll give it a try. I'll give it the good old clown college try. A little bit of Sonic Rumble in my life. Maybe it'll result in me being happy about it. Maybe it'll turn me back into a Sonic fan all over again. Because I do miss the old days when I could, like, go into the Sonic fandom and have fun.
back when I used to get a lot of voice work doing Silver the Hedgehog for fan dubs. Of course, as always, because I didn't become nearly as active or narcissistic, I'll put that out there, as other individuals would, I didn't stay as a voice actor for a good number of Sonic projects. I don't have that narcissism in me. I can't. Like, I'll happily voice Silver, I'll happily voice characters in the series, but like one of the things I hated was hopping into like a call with some folks, and then there would just be some freak who desperately wants to be the cool guy in the room by doing a million voices, and it's like, I'm just here to play a video game, dude. What is with you? Do you know who I am? No. Should I?
This is I thought I'd find anyone with some guts.
It's a metallic gray with a gold X. I might buy. I've heard you and others talk about them to the point where the need to try consumes. Yep, then yeah, that's the one that I have. That's a Digital Monster X version 2. I believe that's either the C device or the D device. I'd have to look into it. I know it's a yellow X, and that's the one that has the Seadramon line. It also has... What makes the C and D devices really unique was that as you raised Digimon, you unlocked the Demon Lords of the digital realm. Like, you had, I'm trying to remember them all together. I think you had Venom Vamdemon. You had, well, he wasn't a Demon Lord, but you had access to Beelzemon. You had access to Barbamon, which was supposed to be Barbatos. Lilithmon. You had access to Leviamon, which he was really cool in all their ex-antibody forms. They were so cool. I loved them. On Amazon, according to the Reddit chart, it's the version XD. Okay, so it is the D device. Sad that we can't find an XC device anymore, because now it's just, good luck finding it. Because for whatever reason, they're only selling the D device and not the C device. It's weird. Again, Digimon Bandai decided to just stop producing them. So now good luck finding any of them. Whew. Ooh, I forgot how hard you hit. Oh, you a whole bitch for jumping up there, huh? Alright. Owie! Hey, hey, hey. All right. Let's try that again. Bitch. Oh, you are cheap. You are so cheap! Come back here. And now you die. Or not. Oh, he kind of sick with it. Where did these fighting moves come from? Hey, the hair. Ow. Okay, fine. Choke me.
What?
Did that trigger a response? Are you related to Papa or something like that? Damn. He died of cringe. For customization to be Sonic characters, skins, emotes, buddies, chow, stickers, chat react, and run tricks and poses and effects, I had to actually open the game, and this is the avatar area. Dear gosh. Well, I mean, I'm glad that the game is at least really fun then. D rank. Well, I mean, I did die a bunch of times. That's about as to be expected there. I'm going to save here, so that way if I have to restart, I know what I got to do. Guiding of the soul.
What?
I'm not going to like a single second of this, am I? I already have a vital star. I'll get in a yellow orb just to be on the safe side. Buy my lives, just in case. Guiding of the soul. So the melancholy soul is decaying then. Alright. And the door is blocked by you, motherfucker. You bitch! Okay, where's the door opening? Way the heck up there. Okay, game. You want to be sarcastic like that? Can you tell me how I can get up there? Whore. Okay. Am I gonna fail this? Oh. Maximum effort. I wonder how long I would have been stuck there trying to figure that out. Oh, wait. The timer's still going. Okay, okay. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I don't care. This path will open with a guiding soul. Shall I use the melancholy soul? Yes, please. Wait, was that actually the whole mission? This man's got kneecaps of steel. Yeah, he does. Huh. That was the whole mission. Sure. Damn, you a speedrunner for real. I don't think that's a speedrunning thing. I think I just decided to say fuck you and jump. A Nate has been spotted. Oh shit, that is Nate. Oh shit. What's good? I was just ranting about Digimon earlier. The V-Pets, unfortunately, not the good stuff. The good stuff. The stuff that makes me happy. Speedrun, let's go. I am not speedrunning. Do I want any more of these? Increase the maximum number of Devil Trigger gauges, thus increases the time that you can be in Devil Trigger state. Sure, we ball, I guess. I don't know how that's going to work out for me, but we'll see. Evil of the Waterways. Defeat the evil guardians and acquire the guiding light. Shit, fuck it, we ball. Oh! Oh! Okay, I get it now. I'm following. I'm smelling what you're putting down here. Oh, I like that. I like blue orbs. Blue orbs are great. Blue orbs are delicious. Especially since I haven't seen another blue orb in a hot minute. Then again, I have not done a good job of looking for secrets. This is a room. What's in this room, huh? Demons? Rats? Gross shit? Rusty key. Ah! Ah, yes. Flies. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Ew, get them off, get them off, get them off, get them off, get them off. Absolutely not. I am so thankful I went back and got this shotgun. Man, it's so weird to see Dante use Alistair as his sword instead of the Rebellion. Right? Wait, does he even have Rebellion? What do I actually have for weapons? I have Alistair and Force Edge. A memento of Dante's father, Sparda. I can't help but say it like that. Yeah, it's Force Edge. Go away, you freaks. Die. Am I going to get lost here? I think I'm going to get lost here. Okay, I was about to say, yo, music, you gonna stop? You used the rusty key. Casually just have a sword that can open the demon realm on his back. Yeah. You're the maggots that crawl out of the dead bug's body. I know! I hate it. I hate it. Alright. Am I gonna keep getting lost? Ooh, another pathway. I like other pathways. Pathways are great. Pathways are good. Really? Okay. I mean, that was cool and all, but it would have been cool if there was an enemy that dropped like some more red orbs. Any more pathways? Any more waterways? Spooky. Oh, more reapers. Oh, they're on fire. Will you stop? I died! Well, it's a good thing I bought lives earlier. Otherwise, this would be awkward. I don't like the... Oh my god. What was that tracking, Dante? Gotta use Devil Trigger to heal my... Oh! I understand now. I didn't before, and now I do, and I hate that I under... Bitch! I could go through this other door, huh? I guess I could go backwards, but what would be the point of going back to the old missions? A win is a win is a win is a win is a win. I love my shotgun, yes I... Bitch. I love my shotgun, yes I do. Ew, get these freaking maggots off me. Oh, they just fall off when you jump. Okay, noted. Don't you look at me in that tone of voice. Or that tone of voice. Perish. Alright. Let's try this again. I know nothing is down there. Walking alone. My gosh. Why? Bitch. Why? I think you break their scissors if you hit them at the right time, but it's pretty hard to do. Well, shit. I am terrible with timing. Okay. I have a vitality star. If I have to burn it, I'll burn it. I just have to figure out the timing. Actually, wait a minute. Nello Angelo, Sargassos, which I already fought earlier. Beelzebub. Shadow. Death Scissor. Here we go. It looks like a cow's bone. They use their scissors attacks. Accurate. Dodge to escape these attacks. It's unwise to try to fight these evil spirits from the surface. Become a devil hunter and take the fight into the air. The head of the main body is their weak point, but the regular guns won't have much effect against it. The weakest points are their horns. If you find a way to attack their horns, it's the most effective way of fighting them. Their capes are nothing more than illusions created by the evil spirits. All physical attacks are useless. They are more powerful than the sins. They will most likely counter Dante's attacks by deflecting his attacks. When they concentrate evil in their heads turn red and all your attacks become ineffective. When you are caught in this situation, do your best to dodge their attacks. Noted. Ha-ha! I have your number. I have your ass. I figured you out, son. Okay, so Devil Trigger. Gotta use that Devil Trigger more often. The heck is this? Guiding Light, a key that shines in ardor. It slowly drains the power of the possessor. The fuck does that mean? D. Oh, I'm a failure. I almost want to retry that, but no. We're locking in. I'm gonna go in as best I can. Return to the bedroom before the guiding light absorbs all of your vitality. I have to return to the bedroom. Run. Oh yes, running. I love to run. Oh, this is pain. No. Piss off! Running. I can run faster when I'm in Devil Trigger and I gain some of my health back. Go the fuck away. No, the door! Please open the door. I love you, shotgun. Don't ever leave me, shotgun. Could we not? Ascend! That would have sucked immeasurably. The bedroom. I'm here at the bedroom. An emblem of the sun is engraved. There's something written beneath it. The brightness of the guiding light will scorch you. Only those who can bear the light can open the new path. Shall I use the guiding light? Yes. Oh. And now I'm not losing any more HP. Fuck you, game. I did it. Oh. Wait, was that? Oh, it's a mirror here. I did the sword there. Do I have enough for at least another, no, I didn't think so. And it's gonna take me a minute before I can level anything else up. That's whack. So the key was what made you lose HP. Yes, it's Scorching Rays. Please tell me that wasn't the whole mission. Oh my god. A rank. This is my only A rank. Okay. Speedrunner Pros Mercury, shut the fuck up, boss. Gosh, next mission, get me going. Okay, hallway. Wait a goddamn minute. Oh. What? Activate the mechanism and escape from the rooftop? We gonna talk about that? We gonna talk about that? Ah, I love spooky environments. This looks like a boss area. Did I come from there? I did. So I came this way. Aha! Okay, there's the path. Motherfucker. If Phantom, if it's you, I swear... Oh my god. Phantom, please. Oh, I saw you pop up there, Nate. Are you going to be playing this game too? Speak his name and he shall appear.
Finally! I was getting tired of playing your childish games.
Not your best one-liner, Dante, but I love you anyway. Oh, that was a nuke. Why? Bitch die, bitch die, bitch die. Ooh! Yes! After you tormenting me, after you being a difficult boss because I didn't understand you, now I understand you. I have your ass. I have your number and your ass. When you're done, I'll be playing too. You're making me want to jump on so bad. Do it! Do it! Do it! You'll be better than me. You will be so much better than me. But here's the thing, I didn't turn down the difficulty. I didn't turn down the difficulty. I ain't no baby bag bitch. I'm doing it. Mama ain't raised no bitch. But it is.
I'm his son, Dante. Sweet dreams.
I'm rusty and I don't want to get stuck on one thing for long while streaming. Pussy! Pussy!
Defeated the Phantom. Incredible power.
Who am I kidding? I'm almost certain that at some point, I'm probably going to go on easy mode because there's going to get it to a point where it's like, I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. I'm not stubborn enough. I'm not determined enough. And as Virgil will probably say, not motivated enough. Going down? Hello. Huh? What this? What this? Trident, a heavily decorated three-pronged pike that cannot be used as a weapon. Damn it! Why is it giving me a trident? Oh.
I fell down a hole. What this? It's a lever used to wind up the drawbridge. It's heavily rusted. A strong downward force may help move the lever. In other words... When in doubt, just chop your way out, I guess. Well, hang on. What this? What you got for me? It's the corpse of a soldier who must have wandered into the castle and died from exhaustion. He's holding something.
Hey, yo. Gabe, don't do this to me. It's fucking... Nothing is stronger than love, except in M2 an M142 rotary grenade launcher, because fuck you and everyone you know and love. What's this? There are 3 openings to insert something. Shall I use the trident? No way. Really? Oh! They don't even line up with the holes. But not for real, Nate. If you're going to play it and you're going to do it on easy mode, I won't judge, but I will watch, because I will more than likely have lost all the secrets that... What the hell? Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Oh, I know what this is now. Okay, I'm going to wait. 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 Because now I know. Now I know. Now I know. Now I know. I know what I got to do. I know what I got to do. I know what I got to do. All right. I have you this time. I have you this time. I have you this time. Going down. Goodbye. I don't care. I don't care. I do not 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 care. No! Oh, thank God. Haha! Losers! I did it. Let's go. Doing audio test to make sure everything sounds good on my end. Do it, man. I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait. Hunter rank B, but it's not an A. Am I even really a hunter? Collect 10,000 red orbs. I guess I have collected 10,000 red orbs. Damn. Next mission. New strength. Use the new strength to open the door. Are you talking about my rotary grenade launcher? Actually, do I want to level up Stinger again? I should focus on getting that air hike. Air raid looks cool. Become airborne and become capable of aerial electrocution attacks. What? Vortex. Damage enemies with an intense spinning body attack. I'll do air raid. I'll worry about the double jump later. If I have to grind, I'll grind. That being said, purple orb. Yes, please. I'm getting stronger. What this? There's a message carved in the circle. The wheel of destiny shall guide you to the land of the beginning. I don't know what that means. Oh. Okay, I guess I'm not going back. Bye. You making the devil cry, son? I'd like to think I am. There's a message carved in the stone. It seems to be a story of some kind. Destiny awaits somewhere deep in the Colosseum. That wasn't a story. It was a single message. Bitch. Trying to feed me some type of bullshit. What kind of shit is that? I've been walking down these stairs for a long time.
Alright.
I'm sorry. Ooh! New demons to fight. You look cool. Oh, you dodged my grenade launcher. Oh, I can break their armor.
I love it when I win. I love me my Heelys. The path says that way, but my curiosity says this way. What this? There's a decoration resembling two knights. It appears as though the knights should be holding something. Words are carved beneath the decoration. The shields that glow with light and a pair of lances shall lead to the battleground. Okay. There's an emblem of a shield on the door that glows with red light. Okay. I mean, it's a shield. Guess not. Oh, wait. Hold on. I get the feeling this grenade launcher isn't going to work the way I want it to. That one looks like a shield, too. There's an emblem of a shield on the door that glows with a blue light. Blue light. There's a door there, and the path leads this way. Is this door locked, actually, before I, like, commit to anything? Words are carved here. A pair of flames that dwell with the strength will open the path. So, not yet. Okay. Mighty annoying. I am apparently basically being told to just go that way. Oh, but there's yet another door. Is this a door I can open? It's sealed shut from the other side. Motherfucker. Holy water. Don't know what that's used for, but I have it now. Someday I'll make the devils cry. I want to make the devils cry, but I'm not going to be able to make the devils cry. Not on this radio station. Alright, I'm going through the doorway that's obviously open, that you obviously want me to go through, that you obviously want me to do. Is that a ladder? I don't need ladders. I climb by jumping. Hello, red orbs. Usually means guiding me somewhere. Huh? Oh dear. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Okay. Okay, it's a platforming game. No! Alright. Alright, I have to be very precise with these controls, apparently. Okay. Got that. Alright. Why? Why? I'm not good at video games, guys. Hello? What the hell is that? Oh, no. You ain't ignoring that. Hello? I like having an extra life. Extra lives are great. Thank you, game.
Actually, is there another extra life over there? Now I'm curious. Exploring is important. Not good, just be good. Devil Star. Oh, well, I mean, I appreciate that. Free items are great. I wonder, is it possible to cheese this kind of? Ayo. I like cheese. Oh. Okay. Okay, so these are very precise controls. Oh, where am I supposed to go here? Oh, motherfucker. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. I'll take that. There's an inscription in the base. My name is Ifrit. The fool who awakens me shall pay dearly with the fires of hell. Are these gauntlets? Oh. 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 A flaming gauntlet that gives the possessor increased powers. Welcome to Demon Kung Fu. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm like Jackie Chan, let's go. I guess more like Bruce Lee. Oh, I love the dive kick. Get absolutely riggedy wrecked, son. I can charge the attack? Bruce may cry. Yes, Bruce may cry. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, how am I gonna grind for all those red orbs now? Game. Accurate representation of me. Need somebody here to fuck around and find out. Polly want a cracker? A really big cracker?
Are you the human, the son of Sparta who challenges the darkness for this?
Block off, Featherface, or you can stick around and find out the hard way.
Flock off, Featherface. Oh, Dante, you stupid little bitch. I love you unconditionally. Oh, that's what the rocket launcher's for. I couldn't even jump that! Ow, pain. Oh, hang on. I don't want to use this, but I'm going to have to use it. I saw something over here and it's glowing yellow. Fuck. Pain. I'm not crazy. I see it right there. Oh, yay. Ow. Bitch. Bitch. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Ow. Polly does not want a cracker. Polly does not want a cracker. I'm sure there's a faster way to kill him, and I don't know what that faster way is. Damn. Roasted chicken. Now I'm even hungrier. I actually want to, like, take a break soon because I do need to... Wait, what time is it? I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. Almost 3 hours. I've gotten so much farther than I did last time. Man, just to think, this used to be Resident Evil. Okay, no, it's actually funny. So, like... Wolf and I talked about that, like, when we watched the Netflix anime. It's like, oh, man, you know, it's actually really fun in some instances when you get past certain parts where it's like, it's clear and obvious that the guy is telling a different story than regular Devil May Cry. And some of the lines should be treated exactly as such, throwaway lines and cameos. Like you have a Mega Man thing on the center console of a car, Street Fighter, dancing games and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is kind of stupid. This is the second worst job I've ever had. Worse than the job I gave you at Raccoon City? Third worst. I'm like, I'm sorry. You can't just move past it. We ain't finna move past that. What were you doing in Raccoon City, Dante? Did you and Leon take care of a zombie apocalypse together? Were you part of the cleanup crew? Were there demons there? Words are carved here. A pair of flames that dwell with the strength... Okay, I know what this is going from. Okay. Or not? It is a wooden door. The fuck you mean? Oh. Listen, folks. I'm very stupid, okay? I'm also hungry. I want to get noms, but... I'm stubborn. If that was the end of the mission. Okay. This is a longer mission. Oh my god. Oh, my favorite enemy. Camera angles. Oh boy. I sure love camera angles. Huh? Ooh, an enemy. What are we fighting, boys? Well, that's different. That's deceptively different. I don't know if I'm doing anything. Oh, I did something. That was cool. Okay. I mean, when in doubt, rotary grenade launcher. It just works. Greetings, fellow sentients. How are we enjoying the first game of my one of favorite series? Well, I think we're having a good time. Especially now that I have this M1 rotary grenade launcher. Because, you know, nothing is stronger than love. Except an M1 rotary grenade launcher. Oh, no. Okay. How about no? Breaking barrels just in case, because you never know. You never know. So, Ifrit, buddy. Charge power and release it into the form of a magma uppercut. Kick level 1. A quick but powerful flaming roundhouse kick. Roadhouse. I think there's an item in that last zone. More than likely, I have no doubt. Rolling Blaze. Meteor. Inferno. I should level up the other stuff first. But I'm also an idiot, you see. Wonder if I can go back, actually. Let me see. Oh, I love me my heals. I can't come down from here, which means I can only go down in one direction. Oh, hi, friends. God, that's so cool. Ifrit's cool, okay? Ifrit's cool. Fuck you, tree. Is there anything over here? I don't think... Oh, well. I guess I'm going to be leveling up Ifrit for a little while. I should try to find a way to get more red orbs and, like, level up Alistair more, since I was kind of digging Alistair. Open area. Oh, hi. You know, you were a lot more difficult earlier when I had no idea how to deal with you. Hello? Owie. No, come back. I hear you, enemies, but before I put up with you... Why? Why? Okay, I hear enemies. Don't want to put up with you right now. That tree stump you just punched, I believe, gets rewarded with a secret orb inside of it. Oh, well, I'll see if I can head back there.
Any problem can be solved with explosive ordnance. Oh, except for when that one's being a right bitch. Pain and suffering and pain. Alright, we're dealing with that too. I don't know what I'm going to get today. Maybe I should get my hands on something like chicken to eat. Chicken related. Something chicken related. Because last night there was chicken at my workplace, but it wasn't very good chicken. They never cook it right. They never do. Alright, how many of these things do you need, buddy? 200 red orbs. Smash the tombstone. I got chicken myself last night. See, that's what I love. Chicken. Don't know if I want... Oh my god, what is that? Okay. That was weird. It's just sucking up all the mist. Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought I had to jump over it. Devil Star. Was it worth it? Debatable. Hey. Alright. Before I go any further, I want to see if I can break that tree stump. Just to find out. I don't mind a little bit of backseat gaming in this game. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus, you startled me. I don't know who I'm firing at off screen. I only know that they're going down in a blaze of glory. Oh, the tree got in the way. There we go. It's almost 12. That's okay, it's almost 12. I should consider getting myself something to eat before I go. Or at the very least, start getting ready to go to work so I can pick up something to eat on my way to work. Haven't decided. Should it be chicken or pizza? Oh! Oh, that's neat. So if I just jump on it. Thanks for the gift sub. That's awesome. Ayy. I think they were trying to save you from the ads because I run obscene ads because you gotta make your bread somehow. Although in hindsight, I've been thinking about lowering that timer so that it's not as long as it is. All right, hopefully this won't kick my butt. Is that the end of the mission? Oh my god, that was. Survive an encounter with Griffin. It's nearly 10 a.m. over there. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? I hope you're okay. Midnight. Dang, I'm speaking with somebody on the literal other side of the world. Crazy. Thy next foe is... Come out of the Labyrinth Canyon alive. Well, shit. Alright, let's see. Do I have anything that I can level up for Alistair? I do not. I have to figure out how I can get that later. I could get... no, I cannot, actually. Maybe another yellow orb? Though I've been getting better. I'm not, like, so bad at this game. I've heard that some streamers have it set up to where instead of having many short ads through the stream, they have few longer ads that play like every hour or so. That's basically what I have. The thing is that because of the way my stream is set up right now, I don't know when the ads have played. So if I knew when my ads were playing, I would be able to tell you with certainty that, hey, you know, let's take a break and let's talk for a little bit, that kind of thing. But I usually don't have that many viewers on my stream anyway, so it's not like I'm, you know, doing anything crazy with it. But normally that's how I treat it. I treat, like, the ads as a break screen. So, like, every hour or so, I just, you know... Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, puppets. There were still puppets here. Oh, that motherfucker.
How about no? Goodbye.
Stupid motherfucker.
Oh. No, Twitch lets me know. It's just that right now with my screen set up the way it is, like, okay, here. I'm going to pause the game. My game freaks out every time I have to look at something else. Let me see if I can set up my... I know what I can do. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here. Okay. FOMO models suck. What do you mean FOMO models suck? I don't know who typed that or why they typed that there, unless it's not showing for anybody else. FOMO models suck. FOMO models suck. Oh, that must have been from when I was talking about my Digimon rant. Oh, I love that. Oh, gosh. Okay, hold on. What it is, I'm streaming both here and to YouTube. And because I'm streaming to both, hold on, don't worry, I'm almost finished. From earlier, yep. When I was having my nice little Digimon rant, because, yeah, Bandai likes to follow the FOMO model as opposed to following a standard just sell your shit model. But, you know, it's what they want to do. It's how they want to make their money. I don't agree with it, but it technically does work. It makes them money. I just don't personally agree with the business model because I don't like that business model. It makes me feel sad. It makes me feel poor. It makes me feel gross. All right. So I think I know what I'm going to do. Okay, here. All right. According to Twitch right now, I'm not in the middle of an ad break. And now I'm just going to slide the YouTube chat over here. And bam, I can now see both at the same time on one side. I have 3 monitors. I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. This is just me trying to experiment with my space. On the left side, I have you guys right now, so that's why I'm able to look over here while I'm playing my game. And on my right side, I see Twitch and YouTube chat. So that way I can monitor how my stream is doing, and I can also manipulate my VTuber model. Here I am. I'm dancing on my left monitor. And then over on my right monitor, I can read anything and everything that you guys say. You're a man with 3 monitors. Digimon with 3 monitors. You're right. I'm a Digimon with 3 monitors. A Pulsemon with 3 monitors, and yet not a single one of them has a pulse on them. Imagine that. All right, back to this game. Oh, there's a lot of you here, actually. Wait. I mean, I would be annoyed by this, but I kind of need the red orb. So you know what? I'm not going to be annoyed today. Plus, rotary grenade launcher takes care of a lot of the problems. All right. Now, what's this say? It's a riddle of some kind. Valley of the Mist. One must choose the right path to enter the lost land. Only those who protect the weak light shall have the power to decipher the right path. I'm going to assume I'm going the right way, otherwise this is going to be one long adventure. Oh no. Oh, you ain't hot shit. Oh, this rotary grenade launcher does wonders. Oh, I see Nate is getting his VTube studio ready. I think he's going to start streaming not long after we're done over here, too. Oh, that's going to be good. We're going to have more Devil May Cry streams. If there's one good thing that came out of the anime, even if it might be mid to some folks, we got some people now motivated to play some Devil May Cry. I already got stylish. Let's go. Die. 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 Yeah, launcher go boom. Launcher go real boom. Wait a minute. Did I? Huh? Valley of the Mist. One must choose the right path to enter the lost land. Only those who protect the weak light shall have the power to decipher the path. Did I go the wrong way? I still want to watch the anime. I'm a big DMC fan, but I haven't gotten to it yet. It looks good. It's because the Netflix one is really good. To be honest, I was also tempted to put the series on my poll of games to play because I'm intrigued. Please do. But oh my, wait, Phantom! You motherfucker. Okay. Violence it is. Okay, so punch him enough times in the eye and it's good to go. I was about to say, why are you here? You're just a rock copy. Not even the real Phantom. I fought the real Phantom. You aren't him. You'll never be him. DMC is one of the best video game series out of them to me. It does feel that way. Like, quirky one-liners, a silly character that's also serious, just as serious as he is silly. More holy water. Why does this game keep on giving me holy water? Is it trying to say I need a bath? I think it's trying to say I need a bath. Trying to tell me I'm stinky. Oh, that was the mission? Oh, I could have gone back and grinded more. A rank, let's go! I don't get many of these. DMC 1 is a rather different feel from 3, 4, and 5. I've been told. That's why I'm trying 1 first before I do the others. And I'm skipping 2. I'm skipping 2 because I've been told enough times to just skip 2 if I can. However, as much as I want to keep playing, I'm looking at that time. And unfortunately for me, I've got to go. But I'm going to be skipping when I go through this because I got lucky. The game was on sale on Steam. I don't know if that sale is still on. It's probably not on. I think it was only for the first week where DMC was available on Netflix. So I got the whole collection. I've got the HD collection for Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3, skipping 2. And I've got 4. No 4-hour stream. Oh, trust me, if I woke up earlier and I started streaming at 8, I probably would have done a 4-hour stream. But alas. But yeah, no, I'm going to play 1, 3, 4. I haven't decided yet if I want to do DMC Devil May Cry and then go to 5. We'll have to see about that, because I kind of want to now, just for the sake of trying. But yeah, no, I would have gone for a longer stream if I woke up earlier, but let's be real, not a whole lot of you would have been here if I did that. I would have probably been tired because I stay up late. I don't get to go to bed at normal times, and I don't get to stream at normal times either. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I'm in the shit now. I really gotta level these up though. The HD collection is still on sale for 67% off, $9 instead of $29, until April. Perfect. Yeah, because what I did was I got all the games for under $20 as a part of the complete collection. So it's 1, 2, 3 on the HD collection, Devil May Cry 4, and then Devil May Cry 5 for $20. All the games. All the games. And I already owned DMC Devil May Cry, and I still want to play DMC Devil May Cry. It's a different story. It's a different take. Is it the best take? Is it the best story? No. But I like the gameplay. The gameplay is personally fun to me. I had fun with the game. Thank you for skipping 2. Let's see. I still need to go through DMC myself. I've listened to the criticisms for too long, but I finally started it recently. I shockingly don't hate it. No, that's how I feel too. Like, I heard all the hatred. I heard a lot of people give it a lot of disdain. But honestly, I've played it way back when it was on the Xbox. Or the Xbox, I think it was the 360. Yeah, it was the 360. I played DMC Devil May Cry. Its gameplay is not bad. It's, dare I say, the gameplay is fun. Like, satisfying even. I think the main issue is just that the character is different. But the thing is that the character isn't different just because of Ninja Theory. I think if Ninja Theory didn't, like, cower a little bit under Capcom during the backlash of their trailer release for it, they could have had a much more controversial and much more different version of Dante. But because Capcom intervened and said this isn't good, I think Ninja Theory went back and made some changes to the game while it was still in development. So it still had some of that weird bitterness, but then they also changed it a little bit so that it could match more to Capcom's sensibilities. And as a result, that's why it feels so jarring, because it was originally going to go and tell one story, but then it started telling another story, and because it told that other story mixed in with the original story, it's a hot mess. At the end of the day, DMC Devil May Cry is a hot mess. But the question is it fun? Of course it is. The answer is yes, it's definitely fun. I would recommend giving it a try. Most of the hate comes from the people not happy with the characters or not portrayed traditionally. I mean, I think a lot of that hatred is also going in the direction of the DMC Devil May Cry Netflix series, because they made a lot of changes. So, like, I will spoil this much if you aren't already, like, in the know. They follow a completely different path for Devil May Cry for the Netflix series. The Netflix series has it so that, The Netflix series has it so that it's telling a story about Sparta's consequences of the actions that he took. And because of that, instead of telling the story that everyone else is familiar with in the games, it is a completely, wildly different story. Like, Dante is still Dante, almost down to perfection, but they've made other changes to other characters. White Rabbit, instead of being a villain that shows up for a few panels, is actually a prominent villain who exposits about demons of the lesser sort that are being oppressed by Mundus and stuff like that. You have Lady, who instead of being just this devil hunter, is now a police devil hunter who doesn't stop cursing. It's actually deeply annoying how vulgar she is when in comparison to the video game. But there's a Netflix series? Yep, there's a Netflix series. And yeah, no, like, they make a few changes to the story, because the story they're telling in the game, or rather the story they're telling in the Netflix series, is different from the story they're trying to tell in the video games. In the video games, you get, that's the biggest thing. I think the only way that you can appreciate the Netflix series without being too angry, especially if you're a super fan of Devil May Cry in the video game series, look at it completely separate. It's a separate universe. It's a separate story. It's trying to tell a different story than it is trying to tell in the video games. Once you have that disconnect taken care of, you're fine, and you can even enjoy the anime separately from what you were enjoying in the video games. I personally enjoyed the Netflix series. I didn't have the same criticisms that Nate did, but that's because I wasn't a huge super fan of the video games. I'm only getting into the video games now. But for the people who are huge super fans of the video games, before you go into the Netflix series, you might be disappointed. You might even be angry in some instances, and I urge you to give it a chance. Lady as a police officer, gotta say that's an odd take, but like you're saying, gotta take it with its own context. Yeah, because it explains the story of why Lady is the way she is. She's not even a police officer. She's more like a super top secret, like, federal officer who handles demons from the general public so that nobody else knows about demons. And she's just way more vulgar. and it's different. Again, it is different. Once you realize that the story is different, you'll be fine. But yeah, no, give it a shot. Give it a shot. I definitely recommend it, if for nothing else, because they also make a number of Devil May Cry references, specifically from 5. If you know, you know. If you don't know, trust me, I'm sure someone out there will have made comparisons and put them on YouTube somewhere. How much do you know about Lady from the game series? Not very much, outside of a few short clips that I've seen. Oh, and seeing the old Devil May Cry anime from 2007. Yeah. But on that note, I've wasted too much time. I gotta go get those noms. I'm getting me my chicken, and then I'm gonna go to work because, yeah, I have a job. Digimon with a job. You never expect it. You never expect it. Good, I'll keep my mouth shut about her. Oh yeah, no, for sure, because I want to go into Devil May Cry 3 blind. Just like I want to go into Devil May Cry 4 blind. Unfortunately, Devil May Cry 5 has been mostly spoiled for me because, well, yeah. Clips on YouTube. A job? Working? Listen, I gotta pay for things. All right, bye guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and thank you so much.